money or the psychology of money, how we interpret it. You kind of get what I'm talking about? Good. So, from this last weekend story of the girl and the Lamborghini and the superstar, that game, all right, from that point of view, you to need to be on your moral game to truly enjoy the conversation. One, I think, it be able to invest opinions that would help give reason and thought, to the conversation success. I think we need to talk about the way we have collectively defined success and how any doesn't meet that standard is not successful. And because we may have written what success truly means, how we all accept the new definition is. And so here we're going to talk about the new definition is, particularly if you think the old and the new definition of variance, how sides pretty much have shifted from old to definition, and who you think is winning the game, and whether we can judge their winnings to moral or immoral. I know like what I'm putting down. All right. Somehow this conversation on success, I would think, also touches on the time a caller called me on the show, and he needed to discuss the habit of women demanding money men before they lay with men. This last weekend's story is a perfect reference point for that. I guess we're gonna have to today talking on women. You love speaking for. It's really becoming shameful out here that you wouldn't someone else to speak for you. You have to learn to speak. Okay, good. First, you must call me, and then you speak. Or you're able to talk, and talking sensibly, intelligibly, talking reasonably, talking to learn, talking to edify, talking to make better, talking to understand. Do we say congratulations to the new speaker, or should we talk that? So yesterday, before the end of the show, I have the update of the removal where things resigned. State Assembly, she resigned, and then I came back. Do you want to talk about the moral and that share act of what we call that? Okay, so that's going to be on the flanks, depending on how much time that we have. As you can tell and taste, it's a day son. Help you enjoy not just time to make us by learning and enjoying not for another info. We're going to quickly go from the break when we come back. Continue. James Joyce, you're on the sunny side of the sun right here. It's on Thor Tuesday. Much it's about. Don't go anywhere.
Do you dare so many times just for coincide? Cause you know the truth, I'd rather hold you than try to catch this light. So many things I'd take but goodbye.
That's the short code, or you go to the website, oneplay.ng, click on Nigeria info, and good luck to you, okay? 25,000 naira up for grabs. Yep, I'm sure about that. Before the sun sets 3 p.m. Good to you in advance. I think you're listening to me and you know it's going. Alright, so here's Justice saying, MJ, a video girl dehumanized by pedophiles. Please help the girl. What do you mean I should help her? Where were you when this happened? Where's the location? Any information? So do me some information. I'm not the savior. You are Nigerian as much as I am. Human as I am. And you and I have the necessary tools the world's greatest have had. 1 head, 2 hands, 2 legs, and a conscience for truth. So you use it and so would I. Don't make it murdered, I beg you, please. Just in case I fail you. Good. Alright. It's one thought used. We're 99.3. This is Nigeria Info. Okay, so the BBC, look, let's not talk about the criticism for the BBC. I think we can just stay on the story and work our way through it. Now, if you have watched the doc, well, let's assume you haven't. But if you have watched it, I think you may something you're familiar with. And maybe I say that to say that every form of conspiracy, at point, it's best you believe that there's a global food chain around it. Well, best an international food chain. So this whole illegality, found an avenue for a corrupt person to walk through, and a corrupt person with his own walk through, and they go create a problem, and we are gathered here to talk about the problem. But more than just talk about the problem, I hope we get to do something about the problem. And here's an excerpt of a particular BBC documentary I will play, because it would be good when you hear it, particularly if you haven't seen the documentary. And then with what Mountain Deep by an updated this is dated 23rd February 2025, and I think that's probably the thing that the Indian government thought that they could do on their end, and I guess the remaining of that responsibility is on us to do something if we would. But Lagos, we have a problem. And I think that many times when drug users, you probably think the north, but you are in Lagos and you go to those, you see young people. Even worse concern is that for the cost of living in Nigeria, where parents need to fully cater for their children, I don't know, I don't have a timeline, but I feel that this is going to get worse. A situation where, because parents can no longer fend for their children, the children go out and to fend for themselves. Maybe the initial goal is not for themselves, but they go out sheep locker, and those can manipulate them, those who use them, those who exploit them. And maybe even worse, they join a clique of kids whose parents are not raising, and they pick up a bad habit. And if you know anything about a bad habit, it can be very difficult to separate conscience from a bad habit. Pardon me. It's very difficult to separate the wheel from a bad habit. So, while you're on that thought, here is next from the BBC documentary. It's called India's Opioid Kings. So, I'm putting something down in hopes that up. We'll be back.
Daffodil Cats in Cote d'Ivoire, Tima King in Ghana, Daffodil XX in Nigeria. All products containing the same cocktail, all products on the street of these countries seized by the police for illicit use. And from what I can tell from the evidence that I found, all seem to be made by the same company. ABO's website says the company owned by 3 men, probably all dressed since they all have the same surname, Sharma. The guy who's the factory in Mutama. We want to find out if the ABO's top management are aware of the dating impact their product is having. An undercover operative, green side of me, who's as a businessman looking to buy opioids to Nigeria. If he agrees to, it's a 2-hour drive to their factory in Mumbai.
My son, a partner of mine who broke her team, is Indian, and the third person, body that traveled with me is we're here to shop. Thank you.
The director of AVO, Vinod Sharma, meets our team first to discuss the deal.
So with you, so nice to see you. Can I present and his assistant and his assistant?
Before getting the business, Sharma takes them on a tour of the factory.
Build. Actually knows that the factory is certified by the same. That made the broadcast standard. The factory presented to us when we visit. So what is man? What are all? This is for the customer.
Yeah.
Not that something this is all.
Yes, yes.
You guys are doing really massive operation.
High million tablet.
This is India and everything. Raw material. So this is all India.
Back at Sharma's office, it's time to talk business. Hi.
This is already.
Vinod Sharma produces a range of products in dangerous drug company. This oil, it looks just like the product our journalists found for sale on Lagos. This is the same product seized by Ghanaian police in early 2024. Vinod Sharma also made that remarkably product found by authorities across Africa.
This is also active material. Brand is different.
This Tasaro is 225.
Yeah, high.
This one is
Yeah. It's very powerful compared to the
about how I came up with the idea for me, the principle and Papentador, the reaction to going down and what I'm used to make. Just had the understanding of the ship business logistics for the operation.
Government is looking very strictly, and you can like the sea, but on the other later another, and you can arrest, capture later.
So here, just a quick recap of what you may have heard, because sometimes the accents don't necessarily permit. So here is what I can inform you. One, the laboratory is certified by the World Health Organization. So good. Someone, anybody who was medically certified, if they show you identification by the World Health Organization, that's probably these guys to work with. Now, clamp down on tramadol. I would say governments boycotted the use, they regulate the dosage, but these guys in India have found another way to get to the origin of this yet to drop you. Now, substance, which pretty much is this toxic, harmful mix that you find on the streets of Nigeria, tapetol and peridol. Now, according to this manufacturer, he says if you take it, you relax. Pretty much from his body language and the way he described it, this medicine they create and export West Africa, because these drug bandits, West Africa, pretty much just know that you just have 2 more minutes for a shake one with and go. It's a capsule compared to a capsule. Double power, because you heard that. Hold on. This creation is actually tramadol, which they used to all make. All right, good. So we're back to the conversation.
Shipping business logistics of the operation.
Government is looking very strictly, and you can supply by the sea, either not Lagos, another, and otherwise you can capture the container.
Clearly, he knew that what he was producing was illegal. He knew that what he was doing was wrong. The fact that he was producing it free, branding the name, and keeping the opioids, to West Africa. All of that spoke to a businessman really think with.
From our custom in India, can clear we can working like this.
You make all this.
Yeah, we are making here.
We come to the correct the idea and then implement.
Yeah.
So explain, argue, research, and development.
Hold on, we'll be back.
You are listening to Station 4. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
For 3 great seasons, the fans have with passion and fire. Better brook. The bolder debate where light were the weapon in the fight. But now it's bigger, it's much higher. The battle returns and it's full of fire. Grand battle forward for me and the gang. The 99.3 now chin for the stages bang. In part with Sports Salon, we raise the game for honor and a shot. You ain't got it, it's all. It's time, Momo. Race now and take your stand. For time to shine is now at hand.
Registration is ongoing. www.nigeriainfo.fm.
And the water will begin.
On Tuesday, the date is set for 2 exclusive clashes that will leave you on the doctor's seat. At 4 p.m., the Intellectual Nights Otuari working and collect information about foods head to head. The culture of nation of children who will defend public health, who will Camden, and outside the argument with fierce than ever. The fight battle continues as 15-year Shoyayo Cooperative College faces off against 4-year-old history and knowledge on fiery topic. Students should be allowed to use school. Sit at 2 or lane, distract the weapons. Still, it's very good. Don't miss single of the action, the drama, and brilliance. Swatted by we and food. Knowledge. For sponsorship, email at nigeriainfo.fm. That info at nigeriainfo.fm. I beg to differ of champions.
Nigeria Info.
Your number one station for talk.
That abuse this unit it's usually beyond the understandable.
I have a few more speakers here. They keep research like this scientist. Which protect it. So this is scientific convicts in the future. Yeah.
Now, Sharma gets to the nut deal.
Local market in the Nigeria and supplies.
Your settlement the products, right? And the products will be placed.
Decided about paid, but so with the 2 or 3 tablets in the one time, like this lab.
This is what they call it.
That is for the health. What else this is very harmful for the health. But
very harmful.
But customer cannot understand. Any medicine can misuse. This is very harmful. But nowadays this is business.
Alright, so I admit that it's harmful health. Ask me just with him verbatim. Or if you could from me, I'll have the news updates at 1 p.m. exactly. And I would just quote him verbatim. Then open telephonies. What do you have to say about drug abuse in where?
Stay tuned for more exciting shows from Radio Station of the Year, 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk. It's 1 o'clock.
Feels good on Nigeria.
99.3 Nigeria. Here's the update this hour. Nigeria's power generation reached 5,713 megawatts on Tuesday, less than 4 years. And according to the Transit Company of Nigeria, this is the highest power output recorded in 2025, passing the 5,543 megawatts recorded on the However, it's still 88 megawatts time peak of 5,801 megawatts on the 1st of March 2022. The Minister of Power, Adelabu, had promised that production would hit 6,000 megawatts by December 2024. This was not achieved due to vandalism structure. From Nigeria's Mayor Isufagas is strengthening ties with the UK. The minister's promise on the sideline of his 3-day level visit, where he discussed investment, technology, mission to boost economic and his aim to build strong relationship with the United Kingdom, explore opportunities, and promote regional peaceability. Public Affairs Analyst Libros Oshoma says the re-election of Mudashiru Obasa as Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly shows that lawmakers are not independent and act. Speaking on Nigeria for Smokra, with people describe the event as a mockery of this expects the legislature to free from. He says that reports from the HC possess Obama to him Obasa's statement was done to make and allow him to step down. Oshoma said India is Jamaica and forceful. Farsi long threatened 25 attack at midnight in Washington DC as the new president. China has responded to its best of on American agricultural products, but it has hit 5% tariffs on $1 billion U.S. goods will move in the next week. Mexico is expected to announce later today. Experts warn consumers may see higher prices like cars, ski houses, and makeup. And that's the news update this hour. You are listening to the Side with Joyce on Nigeria Info, and I am Yvonne.
Listening to Side with Joyce Talk.
Nigeria Info, the sun, and yeah, I was saying, or let's run through your imagination. The documentary by the BBC, India's Opioid Kings Manufacturing in India, has given rise to not just bad habits, but psychotropic drugs that is affecting the young in West Africa. But only for Nigeria, I want to live in some of those neighborhoods where you have seen idle children, children whose parents can't afford to send to school, children who are susceptible to the adoption of bad habits. Imagine how far this can go. Okay, so by way of summary, Nigeria is their largest market. It's said that Nigeria provides the biggest market for these pills. 4 million Nigerians abuse some form of opioid. This according to the National Bureau of Statistics. Now, I would even say you add a few thousands to that, or a few million to that, because some people drive what they do. So now we have touched the combination that has no banned in India, but hold to know what has come up from the BBC. The BBC now reporting Indian authorities have banned the 2 high-level opiates to the investigation, health crisis in parts of West Africa. Now, they say the ban is take effect immediately, that the factory in Mumbai, the factory creating or manufacturing these drugs, have been raided and the entire stock seized. Though they say an investigation is ongoing to determine the addictive nature of the drugs, potential effects of it on people. Let's see what's necessary. These two combinations are banned in Europe. It's approved in the U.S., however, but only for a short period of up to 3 weeks. And it comes with withdrawal symptoms, which include anxiety and hallucinations. They say the company's drugs were now which India has banned its production of, hold on, wait. The combination of the drugs is not licensed for use anywhere in the world. The combination of the two drugs is not licensed for use anywhere in the world. I want you to hold on to that. They say the combination called breathing difficulties, seizures, and overdose, which kill. Risks said that the opioids are street drugs in many West African countries because they're cheap and readily available. Okay, I told you about Nigeria being their biggest market, and even in the audio I just played, they spoke of their market in Nigeria. The manufacturer was full aware of how illegal it was, how wrong it was what it's doing. Did you hear him say that the customer doesn't want to hear that? In fact, this is how he puts it. Before explaining that the users take 2 or 3 pills, he says, take 2 to 3 pills, they relax. He admits this is very harmful for the health, but saying nowadays, this is business, end quote. So, if ever you thought that those who create social vices for you are unaware, maybe this is really one slap to the face. They know what they're doing. Let's talk about opioid situation in Nigeria. Drug addiction, psychotropic drugs that people use to escape the reality. People use because they want to relax. People use for nothing, for lack of a better thing to do. That NAFDAC is fighting, and NAFDAC last week reported threats to life. So here we are talking about what NAFDAC is doing, but apparently it's a bigger story than that. And can we also admit, and this is not the defense of NAFDAC, from voluntary, NAFDAC did say they can export that, but not to Lagos, that they can export to Ghana. The documentary revealed that many of the drugs coming into Nigeria illegally were coming into Nigeria from Ghana. So that tells you about customs. You remember the whole race conversation, and when we talking about, when rice to come in, many of you shared a few tips, secrets here and there. Well, it matters what's happening with rice. Close your eyes. Don't do add hand with other things. Nigeria Invoice open for Tuesday, 0201-277-0993, 0201-465-710, and on WhatsApp, 080959505. The possibility of fighting and winning the war against drug abuse, drug. Let's talk on Nigeria Info. Thank you for being here.
Hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon, well, this is right? Thank you for being here.
For all the information, and I'm happy to get this fact. And this is what we're talking about, you do. You're just a legend. I'm telling you, Joyce.
Oh,
thank you so much.
Thank you.
Now, like he has said, and now all when they this thing comes up, nobody comes. And when they come in, like you said, now when this good, they call it good. So this comes from out. Even though that border can't do otherwise, they have to take the order because we higher authority. Are you with me, Joyce?
I'm with you, yes.
So now what to work with the fact we have now and ensure that Trumps do their job. Because not only this, even other shipments that come into the borders, they rise, all the contraband goods, they come to the border because they can come in. Most of them are shared with the neighbor countries, they take their own spot here because they know even if it's coming to the spot here, it's over, there's so much need to get those goods from the city. So much more. Once that goods gets to that, we have this contraband goods, they know what it takes. The agents are here. The agents, they make so much money. I have worked in the sport because the court wants that good released and they have to pay any money. Let's assume it's my good. I don't know how much I have invested for that good to get to the seaport or to get to the neighboring country. I have to say them, I need this good. Like whatever it is, whoever it will send it to the where that maintain to 20. So because and then I people that do most of this and need to ensure that this is done. I don't want it again, just most of the time, when people like NAFDAC are doing their job, we should encourage them. It is not easy because once these goods have left the shores of where it's come from, you know how it goes to different locations, to different markets.
All right.
So where the goods seized identified should be the main point where those goods are intercepted and destroyed. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you very much for calling. You're on the sunny side. Hello, welcome to Nigeria.
Joyce, good afternoon.
Thank you very much for being here.
Yeah, you have me some bound.
Thank you for calling.
Yeah, Joyce, most of men not that. But I would say that I would commit it. If I have an LMGSC, they could not go Akara.
Yeah.
When you go there, you discover that boys underage.
Tell me.
You discover that the drugs have limited life those who get there.
Wow.
Things are here. Akara. And go there, study in. Very large place. You will study all sorts of drugs. I don't even smuggle drugs from it to outside the country. So, what they call them? INET, or no, not INET. This
Customs?
Custom or NGL. They should not go there and work is not complete. Pity the life of those children there. You will some have used them, they have left them useless. They are sleeping in the middle. It's not hiding place. Everybody knows Akara.
All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. You somebody into the radio. How are you? Good to join the conversation. Go ahead. Good to have you.
In the history of humanity, there is not anything possible. It's only human that makes it impossible. So, if you end Nigeria, the box talks on the table of government, from the local council to federal level.
All right.
Because all the classified information is there on their hands. So if they want to do it, it's possible.
All
Why
right.
should I know? Hello?
Rick.
Yeah. I want to how do we the value we place on money more than human life? That is the problem here.
Wow.
We place value on money more than human life. I don't know how I can tell you because that's the root issue.
We're told. All right.
We value money more than human beings.
Okay.
The problem.
All right. Thank you very much. Good afternoon to you, Nigeria Info. Let me see if this one works. Hello.
Hello, Joyce.
Okay, you are. Afternoon to you. Thank you much for calling.
Yeah, my name is Sunday.
Welcome, Sunday.
Good. Just as last one say for you. If you come my side here at Roundabout, which is called Akamai, the way they sell drugs so much bad. You see young small girls, 14-year-old guys, boys, smoking. Police will not come. Yes, Paco police. Police station that they call Paco. And money on this one and go.
Oh.
Yeah? All the money for the drugs and hand and go. Is it good?
What do you mean it's good? Wait, I'll ask Lagos how we can fix this problem.
Is that bad? The country I made the straight say, these young boys are so useless. Need to work. All they do are just drugs. Yeah. Something I see this my time for 2-3 minutes. You see the president, go their guests, gathering, smoking without fear. The way they come here, hey, Charlie sir, just for you to give them money. And what they use the money to smoke. Please, let the country or let the government try and do something right. It's too much.
Thank you.
You see that take it to my door. Once I take it, you just take it now. You start with I will be laughing.
Wow. Thank you so much for playing. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate your call. Yeah. Thank you. Lagos, for the life, I was just about to ask if it was possible in Nigerian society to fight drug use amongst young people, particularly slightly vulnerable people. And when Slack goes in and tells me that the police officers are away and they go there, they take a bribe and they all go home, it pretty much begins to show us the scale of the issue. We're live streaming. We're on YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. I'll get your opinion on the matter, and I think you have a vague comprehension as to how far this sore goes. If it's a problem, it will be looking monstrous. Psychotropic drugs on the streets of Africa, and that's probably because that's the only area or the areas that the BBC covered. But here we are, NAFDAC is fighting in the news. Then the G, this was about an hour ago, or about 2 hours ago, the Director General of the National Institute for Food and Drug Administration says she is afraid of death threats. She said the threat of the agency's move to take down major fake distribution networks in Kanu, Mota, Yaba, and Onitsha. Now, I'm so proud you. How you make it back? Listen, side. Good afternoon to you. Hello.
Hello.
Thank you for being here. Tell us your name and you can go ahead.
Yes, Joyce. Good afternoon. This is Manuel from Nigeria.
Welcome. So good to have you.
Yes, thank you very much. Talking about drugs, let's not forget Aja, because the thing is out of hand already. Just like the other caller said, they don't want to work. They are seeing the drugs that they begin to sell drugs, and that doesn't make it up. They should do something about Aja.
Wow.
Yes, I'm telling you, I can confirm that.
What area specifically? When you say Aja, the bus area or?
So I don't have the answer to that. They call it the old black battery. Everywhere Aja. So they should not forget about that dog Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, I guess NAFDAC has their work cut out for them. This on your side is good to have you on Nigeria Info. Psychedelic drugs.
Sister.
Good afternoon. Tell us your name.
It's Ike from Otafam.
Good to have you.
Sister, the commentary that you played for us is very, very true. Sister, the one I see them early morning, I go out, or when I'm coming back from weekend parole, you get to what they call ganjweed. You get to what they call escape. I get to what they call Uroshi. One took on Kolos. I mean, at block and now. Out of Ongolos, they slap what happened. As in of one of course who go for 14 years to see your bodies, and question and pops and they're supposed to check these drugs that are coming in. Do you look for security or speaking? Do you mean that you think I'm the take? The one where they take is ammo, that is snuff. So I take my snuff and take my 2 cents. Hey, no carry uncles. I have the highest level I see to the brain. But if I take on to I end up in the or I end up in so many things are happening. Not only this Indian drug. Many drugs that is useless in Nigeria that are killing our age is very, very, very plenty. So it's good for the Nigerian government to do something about it. Our youth are wasting because of all these useless drugs. I'm telling you the truth. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for calling. 99.3 Nigeria Info, you on the sunny side. I think this is WhatsApp. I'm not sure. Hello, Nigeria Info. If you're with me, I can hear you. Hold on. Who's that? I don't know how this works just yet. Let me see. Pardon me. I'm sure that works yet. Okay, the sunny side. Good afternoon to you.
Hello, Joy. Good afternoon.
Thank you very much for being here. Go ahead.
My name is Olua, calling from Aja.
Fantastic.
Are we looking at how to solve this problem?
I don't know. Are you looking at all? And what are you for peddlers? How to solve the problem? You can call me without knowing.
I know.
All right.
Sure, before I talk, I know what to say.
I'm waiting.
Okay, let's start this way. People are calling government to do something. It's not the same government that make all the youth useless. Eh? Is it not government? I think in the 1990s, when there was you must have a farm. Network does.
I'm sorry.
Network no good.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Much for calling 99.3 Nigeria for with me here. After to you, thank you so much for it.
My name is Robert.
I can't.
That we can rely on government to solve the job because some of them, not all part of this thing that happen now. If they do something that is not easy to handle, even the countries that place the penalty on it. And please, when I was walking along, I walked like in the night around 9 o'clock. I will see this pass rider suddenly on back. I don't know but that big something at the back. Do me with what are they going to this pass rider at night? It's going to be live. So one of the things that I mean the news about the road, they just maybe if you are the case for the
you have the opinion that we cannot fight. We can't win drugs. Someone called before you did about 5.
You cannot win the war totally. You can reduce it and harm people. Not all of them. But see, let me tell you, me that I am one of the I do see some highly placed people get these decisions telling you they don't put now uniform. People carry arms. They take this. We see them. So as you are telling yourself people that we are in a society because you put the ways those that type of law are also part of this thing. That's the point. Okay, these laws are not coming to the place.
Like this.
3 great seasons of fan support with baseball. Thunderbolt, the beats wet height, each with a weapon, each fight. But now it's bigger, stakes much higher. The battle returned full of fire. Battle 4 with Femi the Gang, Nigeria Info the stage. In partnership with Sports Allo with Glory on Shop Team. What it takes to score, step right up. It's for more. Register now. Your time to shine is now.
Registration is ongoing on www.nigeriainfo.fm.
And Battle 4, let's begin.
is about winning with one play on Nigeria Info. On Nigeria Info, a minute is now over than 50,000 naira. Just go play.ng or dial *347 *880 *3 hash. Play with as little as 500 naira, and in a few seconds, your text is in the draw. The more you play, the better of winning every day on the Most Fire, WhatsApp Lagos, and Game of Shows on weekdays, and the Football Frenzy shows on weekends. But that's not all. Every Friday, there will be a 500,000 naira jackpot. Playing during the week or matching the weekly jackpot. Your chances of winning fame. Whether you play on oneplay.ng, dial *347 *880 *3 hash. Remember to play responsibly. Not suitable for persons under the age of 18. One Play is a registered trademark under Lasho Trading Services Limited, licensed by the Lagos State Lotteries and Gaming Commission. We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We are back.
We're back on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info. You are on the sunny side. My name's Joyce. You're listening to Nigeria Info. Okay, so I don't know whether you missed this, but I want to underscore it, because if you think you have a problem, it would be good to have the capability to scale your problem. The last caller mentioned marijuana, and I want to believe that scientifically it's also being classified as a psychedelic or a psychotropic drug, something that alters the human state. But I'm not too concerned for the marijuana. And yes, you may want to judge on who may have a subtle support. Not necessarily a support. I think it's more a case of marijuana as a plant, right? And have a psychological effect on the person. So we have a problem with that. You may have a problem with that. We can hold on to that. Now, let me highlight the other issue. The other issue that we have ongoing here is synthesized medicine. Artificial medicine. Some of the control pretty much is in that press and banned in many areas, and you can see how the Nigerian government's been fighting tramadol, its importation. They've been capturing trailer loads and finding people with stock and burning or destroying stock, right? Good. These guys in India pretty much got news that tramadol was getting bad press and that was bad for business, and created a synthetic alternative. So here, we're not talking about a natural product giving you health issues. We're talking about a synthetic medicine or a synthetic drug that is not only altering your mind, but something your body cannot process. So, yeah. And I think maybe separating them begins to give us a picture of what we're dealing with here. Because even in the documentary, he says, or they state, that the combination of the two drugs, which according to the BBC reports and findings, is not approved anywhere else in the world. All right. Yep. It's Open Thought Tuesday on Nigeria Info. My name's Joyce. Welcome to Nigeria Info. Good afternoon to you. Thank you so much. I mean, fighting this thing, is there a chance? Maybe we need a chance. Do we need to expand NAFDAC? I mean, now the boss is being threatened, and there are, I guess, capacity of, I don't know how many bad players we have in the game. Is there a chance of winning, and how can we fight this? How are you? If you can hear, hello. I'm sorry I cannot hear you. I've been trying the last 30 seconds. Hello, you on the sunny side.
Hello, good afternoon.
Nigeria Info, good afternoon to you. Thank you very much.
This is Mr. Paul.
Welcome, Mr. Paul.
Yeah, calling from Ikorodu.
Good to have you. Thank you for calling.
Yeah, some of these things, some of the staff of NAFDAC, because they normally have their representatives in the port when they are doing the inspection. When they are doing the inspection, some of them comprehend with the agent and the custom. After giving them some money, they will allow those things to pass. They will make as if they didn't see it in the process of doing the examination. Some of them will not be there. They will just settle them financially. So those things will just pass. The custom now, they will just release the thing without the examination. So the problem is from the custom and some of those agencies that are representing the government. So to stop this thing, it won't be easy. Unless if they can stop it from the port of loading. That is the way they can stop anything about drugs or anything about contraband.
Okay.
From the port of loading. No other thing they can do.
Wow. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. The sunny side, Nigeria Info. So good to have you join the conversation. How are you?
Hi, Joyce.
Thank you for calling. What's your name?
Yeah, good afternoon. Rapruch, who is my name?
Good to have you.
Good. Well, these fake drugs and all this
illegal drugs, yeah.
Is that
Both
fake
fake
drugs,
and
right?
illegal.
Illegal drug, yeah, and fake drugs. Well, I condemn it. If NAFDAC and so on, NDLA, if they want to stop it, they can. They have what it takes to stop it. They will stop it by engaging this international, abroad. People who produce these drugs, like the one you are explaining, like India, they stop it from there. But what happens to the machine? Their factory machine they use in producing. Have they confiscated it? It's still there. You know that.
Well,
they might pack the drugs but the machines are still there. And they fight it through seaports, through airports, through our borders. This one, the silly market. They're just chasing the shadow because other people who are earning their living in that market, who are not dealing in medicine, drugs, they are still there and they are being affected.
What should the penalty be? Do you think death penalty is a good way to deter people who may want to come into that market space?
Well, what I can say there is they will fight, they engage the big boss in the business than stealing the market, because stealing the market, they don't know, that is not they fight it through the root. Stealing the market, it doesn't help matter because these people, they might not have those drugs there. They put the samples. They get these drugs in big warehouses all around. They might.
I get that. Do you think death penalty? Yeah, but do you think death penalty would slow down the proliferation of poor or bad illegal drugs?
Okay, you mean death penalty?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I told you earlier.
No, it's lost on me. Did you say yes or no, or did you try to explain it? Don't
No,
explain.
I said they have what it takes. If they want to do that, it's applicable. They can apply that. Yeah, not for me to say if they will do it.
Okay.
They have what it takes. But what I'm telling them is that they should fight it through the international and the seaports, airports, and this one, the silly markets, they've not yet started. That is not the way to fight it. They fight it through the root of it. That's what I want.
Thank you very much for being here. I do appreciate
it. Thank you.
Yeah. Nigeria Info, the sunny side. Hey, welcome. If you can hear me. Hello. I can't hear you, so I'm going to suggest you call me back. Let's quickly go to WhatsApp. I'm anonymous. I'm sorry. How does this thing work? Hi, I'm anonymous. I went to Ikotun just beside the Central Mosque in Ikotun. Salu Street off Old Garage. You say all these boys or all those boys doing Twali Baba and passing cars just to get a tip from them would gather there both day and night beside the Ikotun Central Mosque to buy the smoke. Their population grows every day. I'll want the military to come and raid there because the police can't handle those guys and the girls. Well, thank you very much for your message. This one says, Emmanuel from Alimosho, as long as the punishment for peddling drugs or illicit drugs is shaking closed hands, I'm sorry, we're in for chaos. Death penalty in our law books won't solve anything. Oh, if those who implement the law think otherwise. Okay, so you haven't quite given me anything to work with. So are you saying nothing will work or something will work, but you haven't stated it? There is no fighting drug abuse. Don't you just like that introduction? But let's see what else you say. Who is going to fight the drug abuse? Is it the same government that have destroyed the future of young people with their negligence, looting, and the greed? Education is in a mess. What if I told you I spent 7 years in school studying a 5-year course just because of ASU strike? That alone is enough to put one in depression. It's not the same government that killed youths at Lekki Toll who were demanding a better future for themselves. There is no government, there is no law. There even is no country, just a group of people roaming a geographical region. It's a shame and pity that our parents who had a better country and opportunities folded their hands while the future of the awards are pocketed by kleptomaniacs who call themselves leaders. Yeah. The gerontocracy of what I would call the Nigerian politics may have its effects on leadership and, I would say, the future of the young. Some may say that the government has too much on their hands, and so maybe the government delegates responsibility so that someone else can do the work. Some will say some people are too young to run, meaning young people can't quite run the country, Nigeria. Now, there's that debate, but I even think worse, the motive of our politics is really lost on the people. I don't think the Nigerian people understand what the policies are aimed at. We're told one thing, but we feel something else. Let me quickly go to this message. Hey, Joyce, hi, how are you doing? Thank you very much for this conversation. Do you know that even the educated go to these drugs to escape the hardship of reality? The educated, Joyce. So this is not even a function of a lack of education. This is a function of a perishing society. Oh. Can someone give me a solution here? I would love a solution. Anyone will do. Hey, how are you? Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah, my sister. You are doing a very sensitive job this afternoon.
Thank you very much for calling. Tell us your name. Turn up the volume of your radio set so I don't have to say it again, and then you can go
I don't have any gadget with me, Joy. I off it.
Thank you. All right.
Okay, yeah, my name is Kenzo from Ikodu.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, Joy, the truth is this. When the foundation is bad, so I don't know how we're going to get it. Let me give you an example. Do you know what is called Arena Market at Ushodi?
No, I don't.
I think it's a federal government passes that because it's owned by military sector. But in front of that Arena Market is where confirm what I told you now. They sell drugs, all kinds of
herbs. Sorry, what are you saying? Herbs or illegal drugs?
In the front of that Arena Market, go there and confirm what I'm telling you, Joy.
Oh boy.
They sell all kinds of drug, and the military are there with their uniform. Even among them is taking it. Then what do you expect? Then coming for some local government chairmen and some councillors, they are taking these things. I'm just giving you this instance. Go and verify, Joy. So if the foundation is bad, what are you telling me about the lifting of the house? Everything will collapse. But my own punishment on this to stop Joy is to give them capital punishment. Look at China. China said if you are corrupt, you are going to do what? Die.
Yeah.
And the rate of corruption in China is at minimum.
Okay.
Then here in Nigeria, the problem we have, Joy, is having some of the major problem with levity. Are you telling me that you have a child that is even every day that is going to steal something from people's house? Can't you give him a capital punishment to stop it? Because if you begin to handle it with levity, it's going to put you into trouble. That's what happening in Nigeria today. Our fathers, because we're talking about the young ones that are too young to rule.
Yeah.
The ones that are mature to rule. What are they putting on board, Joy?
Okay. Well,
there are some punishment in that station that you cannot even put on air. If you put it on air, tomorrow morning you are sacked already. It's not because what you have. Yeah, that's the simple truth. And you take that precaution. But here in Nigeria, because who is who, you cannot, in fact, Joyce, the decay is much.
What did you say was going to get me sacked? Drugs? Or, pardon me?
No, I said there are some things you will say that is the ethics of the radio station there that you cannot say on air.
Yeah.
If you say it, they will get you sacked. Not because you are intelligent, or I know you are intelligent, but they won't do it because it's a rule.
Okay.
So in Nigeria, because somebody will brings drugs outside the country to Nigeria, you just do everything down to the country, and you're expecting the country to be good tomorrow. Who does that?
Thank you very much. I do appreciate you calling in.
A good job. Well done, Jared.
Yeah.
God bless you.
I think we've had this conversation before during, I guess, maybe like 5 years ago, or I knew it was quite a conversation on social media. The young people trying to vie for office. So someone here just sent me a message saying we have kleptomaniacs who have pocketed, the future of Nigerians. What if we have a bigger problem than that? What if gerontocracy is really this thing where the old people have no idea as to what the future should look like for the young people, and then their lack of, I don't know, humility and even their will for courage doesn't allow them admit it to make way for young people. And as such, the young people are suffering as a result of a lack of good leadership, like a lack of people who have the capability to dream and see a future. You remember when El Rafai said young people need to get out there and fight for this thing, go out there and challenge these people. Actually, his words were, take us out of office, chase us out. And I think Amici also said something similar. So I think gerontocracy is pretty much the order of the day, but I don't know whether the Nigerian people even know their own future enough to fight for it, because maybe the only reason we're not doing anything is because we don't necessarily know our left from our right, and we're hoping that there would come a savior who's a futurist, who has a dream, and is willing to take the Israelites out of Egypt. In a moment, we're going to get back to the conversation because we have information we need you to have because it's important, and after that, we'll continue the conversation.
Yes, for 3 great seasons, fans did fight with passion and fire, and the best they brought. Now, the banter was bold, the debates were tight, and of course, each word was a weapon, each match a fight. But now, it's bigger, the stakes are higher, and the battle returns, and it's full of fire. Fan Battle 4 returns for Femi and the gang on 99.3 Nigeria Info. The stage is Bang. In partnership with Sports Salon, we are raising the game with honor and a shot at fame. 32 fans will be set to contest for glory and write a story for themselves that will be wonderful. ₦1 million will be up for grabs, and the registration is currently ongoing at www.nigeriainfo.fm. Click on the Fan Battle banner on the homepage once you get there and go ahead to fill the mini form that will come thereof. Of course, drop a video of not more than 60 seconds with you in the video discussing any football topic of your choosing. Click on the submit button thereafter, and just like that, you are game. Fan Battle 4 is all about battling between 32 of you guys. So let the battle begin. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, once more to remind you that One Play is still in the business of putting money in people's pockets. Every day is about winning on One Play on Nigeria Info, and like I told you and I keep telling you, the winnings have gone in excess of 200,000 naira. I'm not just saying that, it is real. All you have to do is dial *347 *880 *3#, or go to the website at www.oneplay.ng with as little as 500 naira, and in a few seconds your ticket will be in the draws. Now, the more you play, the better your chances of winning every day across our different shows, from the morning crossfire to What's Up Lagos to Game On, that is on weekdays, and of course Football Frenzy on the weekends. Now remember, you're not just playing for the winnings on a daily. There's also the weekend jackpot that is 500,000 naira large across the day. You get to win that much. Playing during the week automatically qualifies you for that jackpot. Now your chances of winning are pretty much the same whether you play on oneplay.ng or you dial *347 *880 *3#. Remember to play responsibly and make sure that you are above the age of 18 while playing, because this is not suitable for you if you are under the age of 18. One Play is a registered trademark on the Lasher Trading Services Limited, licensed by the Lagos State Lotteries and Gaming Commission. Keep on playing, and hopefully you will be a winner. A lot of people have been, thousands at this point, and you could be one in the number.
Oh, yeah. So this year, I'm not sure what has been in the air. My throat has just been very uncomfortable. All right, 44. Actually,
I think it's the problems.
What problems now?
Nigeria's problems.
At this point, I'm going to say yes to that.
Yeah, it has a way of affecting the health.
Yeah? I've been struggling. I just noticed that I just came into 2025, and I'm not sure what is in my chest and my throat. I've been struggling this year.
I think you figure it out at the hospital.
Nope. I want to go away. I need a change of environment. No, I'm serious. I can't. Last night I kept wondering if I ate something, if I went somewhere. Did I?
Where would you rather
something?
go?
Where do I want to go?
Yeah.
To live long term?
Not long term. I mean, that's up in
No,
the
I'm
air at this
thinking
point.
long. No, why? You think I'm here with
No, I don't think you're here with me. In fact, you are not here with me.
Europe? Europe.
What's your thing with Europe?
Where else is there to go?
I mean, there's Asia. There's a lot happening over there.
Yeah, I think I'm considering Asia because someone tried to sell me
There's
Asia.
parts of Africa too, you know.
Africa for sure. Asia, yeah. I've never really thought Asia, but I met an Italian who kept telling me about Asia. I was like, oh no, you have to go there. Like, there's
Did he say it in the Italian accent? You have to go.
No, he's actually Moroccan who lives in Italy.
Italian? How is he? Oh, so became a citizen by naturalization.
Yeah, his father.
It's a
So,
very, very
Asia,
interesting
but
combo.
maybe just be there briefly and then just go back to Europe. I kind of like Europe. Italy specifically. Well, you already know that.
What part of Italy appeals to you?
I don't know if there's any part that doesn't.
No, that's Italy's.
Look,
Italy's,
I even like Sicily. See how you see how?
Why would you like Sicily?
Good. Like so.
Sicily is Africa.
Yeah, and I think maybe there's something about why are you squeezing your face?
Sicily, Sicily is Africa. I mean, if the Romans didn't do right, that would have been like, I don't know, Tunisia.
Italy, Switzerland. I like Switzerland when it's not too
cold.
Yeah, when it's not too cold. Yeah.
I was expecting to say southern Italy. And I mean, Sicily is southern Italy, but before that up on the mainland at least.
I don't know if there's anywhere I would eject out of my consciousness. So Italy for one.
You would have caught all those fancy places. There's the Amalfi Coast, Liguria.
Yeah, and there's nowhere
places.
I'll turn down. By the way, the Moroccan lives at the Amalfi area.
Wow, he's definitely not there working. He's lounging.
Italy for sure, and then Switzerland. I think I like a little bit of Canada, but I hear Canada's getting too expensive.
Come on now, Canada. That's US light.
Yeah. Who
wants to live in the
just
US?
a little bit of I said just a little bit of Canada, just a little bit of it.
And it's always cold year round.
Yeah, well, Vancouver is my type temperature.
Still cold.
Still my kind. I mean, in Paris we're doing minus.
That's
0
Russia
degrees.
light.
No.
Vancouver.
It's Vancouver is good. I remember in
Not
France,
convinced.
I said to someone, 6 degrees was good. And he just looked at me like, what do you mean 6 degrees is good?
6 degrees is really cold for an African, you know.
What do you mean 6 degrees is good? I was like, that's okay.
6 degrees is really, really cold for an African. Because out here we are doing temperatures of 32 degrees and it's like a normal day for us.
Right here we're like fish on the skewer.
We roast every day.
So now that I've told you where I want to go, the next time you talk to me, I need you to tell me
how to get there.
No, what you're paying for. Like, why would you ask if you were not paying?
Why would you think I'll pay for it? I mean, we are.
Lagos, back to the conversation. Leave this guy. Your mate bought a girl.
No, not my mates. Not my mates.
What's that car?
It's not my
the
mates.
Lamborghini.
The Lamborghini truck.
Oh,
I'm not that guy's mate.
All right, Lagos. So until I figure out where I'm running off to, we're on this conversation: illegal drugs and the African. So that's the thing. It's not just like the African mafia, right? So you see the international ring. It comes. They know that they're really sinking West Africa. They know, and they do it regardless. They know. All right, so here's a message from a Nigerian who, please, we have to all be sober to hear this one. Good afternoon, Joyce. I'm Yakubu Garba by name. I've been addicted to certain drugs for over 20 years. That makes, you say, it makes me spend so much money because all I think of is the drug. Even if I don't take it, I can eat. I'm 40 years old without achieving anything in life because of the addiction. No wife. No better job, no any reasonable certificate. Please, I want you to help. I'm ever ready to stop it, but I can't any day. I can't. Hold on, wait, let me make this out. I can't. Any day I stop, I can't sleep that day. Let any doctor around advice. This is Yakubu from Lekki. The particular drug, or the drug called tramadol. Please read my message. Hold on. Are you saying you're addicted to the drug tramadol? I really need help from any doctor. Okay, I want to stop, but I can't. Anytime I stop, it makes me not to get myself through the day. Okay, so we have someone who needs our help. Good God, like I have absolutely no. I mean, I want to say stop, right? That's what comes to mind immediately, but I'm not sure. Doctors, therapists, psychologists, if you're listening, we have someone who's calling in for help on this very matter of drug addiction. He says he's an addict himself and has been an addict for over 20 years. He's in his 40s, no wife, no job, nothing reasonable, no certificate, no education, or maybe no reasonable certificate, how he puts it. He says he's ready to stop, but any day he stops, he can't sleep, meaning that he's having withdrawal for sure. I'm not sure what else he may be going through. So please, doctors who are listening, can you save a soul if you can? Well, I'm not sure what I'm going to buy for you, but I'm sure your reward is in heaven. Please, doctors and psychologists, I love your help at this point. Hello, welcome to Nigeria Info.
Yeah, just good afternoon. This is Chris.
Welcome, Chris. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. Thank you for everything you've been doing for us. I hear some of us blaming government, and you hear some of us making excuses for them.
Wow. How do you fix
I listened to the woman the other day, the NAFDAC woman. Oh, this is not a matter of politics. It was very hot then. I said, wow, this woman is up. Today, I will have. You want to go and say, get it. How will this election?
Possible solution without you already. These people, I'm one separate now. Not need help solution. Money. Is a solution. You think? All right, thank you. I appreciate it. We're going to go for break. Went back to just now. I have passed the other. There's a 2-year-old who's been for 10 years. I'll pull back where it is.
Morning. Hey, what's good? For shops this morning. They just no what happens to it must left land. See that's where I'm one of you bar get it's your shop. You are a big so say the way you do for when all no now me on day for flashlight of you see not say private schools. Go ahead on the controversial topic vaccination of children should be mandatory. Who will defend public health and who will champion personal freedom? The stakes are high and the arguments will be fiercer than ever. Then at 5 p.m., the battle continues as 15-year-old Shoyinka Yomiku of Pacific Comprehensive College faces off against 14-year-old Akinshuli Oyindamola of Tollywood College on the fiery topic: students should be allowed to use smartphones in school. Is it a tool for learning or a distraction waiting to happen? Expect sparks to fly as these debaters bring their A game. Their A game. Don't miss a single moment of the action, the drama, and the brilliance. Supported by Obiwizi and Chrisland Schools. Prize money sponsor, Tollywood College. For sponsorship, email info@nigeriainfo.fm. That is info@nigeriainfo.fm. I beg to differ. The Tournament of Champions.
Welcome back to your number one talk, news, and sports station. This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
So here's a message. Good afternoon, Joyce. On the drug abuse, yes, I totally support the death penalty for whoever is found guilty, but should be across board. Those in the regulatory and enforcement, what? Hold on, then you add customs, vis-a-vis customs, NAFDAC, who fail to perform their duties or in any way compromise, should as well be given the death penalty. The sunny side, 99.3 Nigeria Info. I wanted to quickly share this with you. Synthetic opioids, so you understand the problem the gentleman who writes us saying he's an addict could be going through. But first, let's go to the telephone lines. I'll share that with you in a moment. Hello, Nigeria Info. How are you?
Hello, good afternoon.
Welcome to the sunny side. What's your name?
Yes, I always listen to Info Radio.
Oh, good.
I hear what you are saying, but I have my own desires of how to deliver those that are in drug addicts.
Well, tell me your name and you can go ahead. You have a minute.
My name is Chinenye from Satellite Town.
Good. Go ahead.
So if anyone want to deliver such person, he or she will pay the price. The price I mean now, it requires three things that person will do to deliver such a person. Are you listening?
Yeah.
Number one, it requires money. Number two, it requires the person to resist lust and woman for certain weeks.
Lust and women, like sex?
Yes.
Oh.
Then the next one is to have music for him, anointed Christian music.
Okay.
For the 2 months or 3 months.
Yeah.
He will be delivered.
How did women get into this conversation? Like, why is
why women get into the conversation? Because it's only lust that holds the humanity.
Hey.
If you resist lust.
Where's David when you need him? All right. Okay. I don't know what you mean, but God. Okay. Sure.
Let me explain what I mean.
I have 10 seconds. I need to be off on a break. You either have to hold on or call me back, okay?
Okay. I'll call you back,
Information at its peak. This is 99.3 Nigeria Info. I'm listening.
It's 2 o'clock. The headline news on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Lagos, here's a summary of what's happening at this time. Lagos State Government suspends electoral call-up system on the Lekki-Ekpe axis, while Nigerian Society of Engineers Lagos branch urges members to prioritize innovation and sustainability to drive economic development. A back to differ round of 16 heats up by 4 p.m., while Transmission Company of Nigeria says power generation has hit a new peak of 5,713 megawatts. Federal government approved 11 new private universities to expand Nigeria's education sector. Federal Executive Council approves 2.5 billion naira for acquiring a new aviation satellite system. Nigerians brace for flight delays as Lagos Airport shuts runway again. National Drug Law Enforcement Agency arrests notorious international drug baron Ogbonnaya Jeff after 17 years on the run. EFCC arraigns 6 officials of the Kwara State Universal Basic Education Board for alleged 96 million naira fraud, while Governor Soludo urges Anambra residents to support the Homeland Development Initiative to transform the state into a prime destination for business and tourism. 2023 Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi attends London launch of Chimamanda Adichie's latest novel, Dream Count, and thousands gather in Sokoto for the funeral of late Nigerian footballer Abubakar Lawal. On the foreign scene, Rwanda demands a £50 million payment from Britain over a cancelled asylum deal. United Nations launches an emergency appeal to raise $11.2 million for Uganda's Ebola response. UNICEF reports that armed men are raping and sexually assaulting children as young as 1-year-old amid Sudan's civil war. Turkey summons Iran's charge d'affaires over escalating criticism of Ankara. Ukraine's prime minister says Kiev remains committed to U.S. cooperation despite Trump's aid freeze. And world's largest iceberg runs aground off the remote British island of South Georgia, home to millions of penguins and seals. And Canada and China impose retaliatory tariffs on U.S. imports. And that's the summary this hour. Thank you for your time. You are listening to The Sunny Side with Joyce on 99.3 Nigeria Info. I am Yvonne Ohaifo.
If news is your quest, or gist your request, well, somewhere over your rainbows.
Over your rainbow!
Is The Sunny Side.
They better know it!
With Joyce.
I love it when the conspiracies come in. 99.3 Nigeria Info, you on the Sunny Side. Yes, I was going to mention to you, yesterday was in the news that the NDLEA arrests international drug baron wanted for 17 years. I hear over 1.4 billion naira worth of illicit drugs were seized from his couriers. What else is the gist? His name, he's 59 years old, Ogbonnaya Kelvin Jeff, internationally wanted drug baron, on the run for 17 years. All right. Let me see. Joyce, I doubt we can stop this illegal drugs because they're controlled by. Hold on. Okay, I think I lost him. All right, great. Just a moment. Because they're controlled by cartels. Many of our politicians are involved in the storage, usage, and supply. Most of these drugs have low specifications with high concentration of bad elements. We need to cut off the supply chain and check what comes in. Go to Lagos Island, Oyigbo Market, Ojuelegba, Doman Long Bridge. You will be alarmed. Thank you. This is Aya. India is targeting African youths with opioids, while China is targeting young Americans with fentanyl and TikTok. I don't know if Americans will agree with the TikTok argument, but I kind of see what you're doing here. If you know what the population of youth mean to any economy, you'll understand the conspiracy. Impede production in the affected countries while we ramp up production in our country. China is the number 2 economy in the world, while India is number 3. All right. What's this? Sane women. Well, yeah, we were yet to fully comprehend the context of that. The gentleman who called in and saying if you want to quit an addiction, particularly, I guess he was advising the young guy who has a drug addiction, you have to, I don't know the other 2 things. They kind of pale now, but he said if he avoids women, he'll be saved. I just heard someone on your show saying women are one of the causes of the guy being addicted to drugs. No way, dear. The guy needs to stop being addicted to it. Christopher, thank you. So now I remember there was this guy who used to be a singer in Nigeria, and he said he had a drug problem and he went to Yaba. I think there's a psychiatrist. I don't know if it's the Yaba left. I've not been there. I'm not sure how that works, but he said he went to Yaba and they were trying to help correct the addiction. And basically, the tool is that you are separated from your addiction. You are put in a situation where you have no access to this thing that you lean on psychologically, emotionally, and physically, and they just gradually wean you off your drug habit. And it takes a while, and you would have withdrawals, but you would survive. And for those, so synthetic opioids, I was just about to tell you a few in case you hear them or see them, but I'm thinking they may have like a slang name. Yeah, like I don't know how to put it. They may not have the actual scientific name. So, but here is how the internet puts this one. Synthetic opioids: fentanyl, methadone, pethidine, tramadol, cafentanil, and they are opioids that reduce the perception of pain and can also cause drowsiness. I hear it can help with confusion, euphoria, where you feel like you're walking on water. It can induce nausea and constipation. In high doses, they can slow your breathing, and this increases your chances of death. So fentanyl, methadone, pethidine, tramadol, cafentanil, those are names you probably want to look out for. And if you can save yourself, please. For the gentleman who said he's addicted, I'm hoping to find a doctor. Because I just want to hope I'm not the one with all the answers, you know? I mean, I want to say quit, but I'm thinking maybe you would need a more scientific approach to help you withdraw from your habits. And I want to thank you so much for writing me. I even do appreciate the courage with which you have admitted this, because that's usually like one step away from your problem, to admit what's wrong. So now let's hope a psychiatrist... hold on, a psychiatric doctor would call in. Wait, they're just messages here, and they're not doctors. Pardon me, I'm a little distracted, but I'm looking for doctors here, and I haven't found none yet. So once I find, I will contact you. Joyce, I'm clean now for 5 years. I don't do trance anymore. 2 things you must consider. Do you want to stay alive, or do you want to die mysteriously? So I guess this is advice from a former addict, so I guess we can pretty much read the message and find out what the content is about. He's speaking to the guy who's addicted. He says 2 questions you must ask yourself. Do you want to stay alive? Do you want to die mysteriously? Because tramps, what's that? Is that tramadol? Okay. Trams will be killing you slowly. It starts by eating your small intestine gradually and graduates to your liver. For sure, it's hard to stop. Me personally experienced diarrhea mixed with blood for more than a year. I thought I was going to die. My advice for you is to stop tramps. I don't know why you call it that. It sounds fancy now. But if you've considered taking them pills till them pills take you. Oh, My advice, if you stop taking trams. No, my advice for you is to stop taking tramadol. Please, it's called tramadol, not tramps. But if you've considered taking them pills, till them pills take you, good luck. Okay, well, thank you. Good. You're saying good luck to a guy who's needing your help, but I kind of get it. I think he's asking you to make a solid choice. It's a choice where you don't act as though you love what you hate. So it's a choice where you hate it and you act as though you hate it. I guess it's really what it is. There's no other way to say it. Thank you, Joyce. I'm still here with you listening to the program for solution. All right, Yakubu. So please, if you give me a moment, I probably would find something. Someone would contact me and I would reach you back. Well, Lagos, Nigeria. Let's quickly. Where is David? I need David. The next hour, let's talk about our secular definition of success. I think it's secular because it probably is a definition that may not apply in any other regard. So if you have just tuned in, welcome to Nigeria Info's Open Thought Tuesday. My name's Joyce. It's 10 minutes past 2 p.m. Let's talk about success. And I would say it's the secular definition for success. Secular because you pretty much know what I'm trying to bring in. I think you understand that. Well, so that's the thing. We live in a secular society, or the world is secular. Besides the monotheistic cultures or countries, it's a secular world. And there is the way the world has come to define success. I guess the means justify the ends, except you think otherwise. So on Open Thought Tuesday, I'm extracting what would appear to be a psychological aspect of the story that emerged over the weekend. A young lady who, I don't know, but this is what we know. There was an audio, and the audio details how she was told that Burna Boy wanted to meet her, and she wasn't interested for personal reasons. But then Burna Boy was persistent. They met, they had sex, but before they met, he had foreknowledge of the fact that she wanted a truck, like a sports car. Well, a Lamborghini truck. And he bragged that he was going to fulfill that promise to her. But somehow, after the very tryst, he reneged on his word. Yeah? So let's end there. So now let's extract the psychology. So the story is only a reference. I'm not trying to make her gist out of Burna or the girl. We don't care, all right? But we can extract the psychology. I mean, it's in the media, and you can read how the public responds to it. So a summary of public response, a lot of people thought she won. Well, one, because he didn't buy it, she bought it. A few men were, I wouldn't say a few, because that was a lot of opinions, but a handful of men thought, what does she do for money? And I thought there were a few men who wanted to shame her for it. She doesn't appear to care. But that's not the point. A few men try to shame her for it. A few other women try to shame her for it. But a lot more people, men and women together, thought she had won. So I know that one of the many ways you define success is winning. And I think by your own nature, you have come to adore people who win, even though you don't know how they won. So a person can scheme the game. A person can boycott the rules. A person can cheat. A person can lie. A person can sleep their way through. A person can... I don't know. You know the list. Like, you know what I'm talking about. A person can cheat the game, win, emerge a winner, and all of you peasants bow. Well, yeah, except you're not a peasant, but you kind of know what I mean. But it's a herd way of approach. And, you see the peasants just bow. They bow in adoration. They bow in worship. They bow in exaltation. They bow in admiration. They applaud this victory. They don't care for the details. They don't want the detail. All right. But the finality of that assumption is this is a winner. High five. And good luck. And somehow all of you always tend to attribute it to God. Well, I guess that's the comedy of life. Okay, so we're going to go off on a break when we come back. Let's talk about the secular definition of success and whether success has only one meaning, or whether because of the way the world is changing, our lives are not only changing, words are changing, meaning is changing or has even changed. But success, what is success today? What is success? Believe me, there are no right or wrong answers, okay? Just so that you're a lot more comfortable. And I'm not asking you to tilt in one direction or the other. There are no right or wrong answers. You look at your life, you look at the game, you evaluate how you're going to play, and by the rules of your game, give me your definition of success. Good. When we return, hold on. Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, when we return, Open Thought Tuesday on 99.3 Nigeria Info. For sure, we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
You are listening to Open Thought on the sunny side with Joyce. Let's talk.
Quality talk.
Intelligent conversations.
Always interesting.
So engaging.
Sometimes even mind-boggling.
Nigeria Info. Ask everyone. Anyone.
Someone is telling me, look, stop giving me half gist. Look, I like the gist, but you have to truly feed a girl. I have an appetite. He says, Joyce, a senator once challenged his colleagues on the floor of the Senate that they are all involved in drugs, and he challenged the members for a routine search in all their houses. None of them refuted the challenge. Tony, send me the video, send me a clip, tag me to something. I want to see it, because that's a very good reference point to this conversation we're having and whether we're indeed ever going to succeed at fighting this whole drug situation. Next week on the show, we'll talk about, I think this is a very good introduction to our conversation next week about the global medicine, the psychology of a global, how did I write it? I think it's like the psychology of marketing pharmaceutical drugs. Yeah, I think there's a psychology to it. There's a way modern medicine has been marketed, and there is what it is, and then there's what we know about it. So we'll talk about that next week on the show. Okay, so welcome 0201-2770-993, 0201-465-7190, and WhatsApp 0809-5975805. So we're talking success in a world where it's harder to win today than it was 30 years ago, in a world where the value of money has changed, in a world where people want what they want, and if it comes with a little not so good here and there, I mean, it probably shouldn't count. What does it mean to win in life today? Winning at life. The rules are hard sometimes, and the way they apply, it probably doesn't even apply to your benefit. And so when we look at corruption, I think a few people have, I don't want to call it a soft spot. I think it's more, a few people have what we would regard as more liberal adjustments to the very term corruption. So let me help you. So it says, Joyce, let me define success. Sup, Joyce? Definition of success is to start something and achieve it at the end, or begin something and get to the end of it. Jonah, thank you. Does this include when you say anything, what do you mean? So you say something, so I'm assuming that would be anything. What do you mean? Is in this regard, would it be, because there's criticism for women who sleep around and who make money off that trade. So do you think that is something that should be criticized? Given that if we apply the same criticism on the other act of human endeavor, human achievements, or human, believe me, start and end of something, we may also see a similarity in pattern. I mean, it may not be sexual, but it may also be something that is immoral or corrupt. So should women, be judged for this thing that they do, where the game is the game, I guess. The game is the game. But some men think that they shouldn't brag about it. So maybe that's where the problem is, the fact that they can do it and then they come out and then they brag about it. But then again, to many people, that's winning. Or is it not winning? Would you not regard that as winning? And by your definition, Jonah, success is something you start and achieve at the end. Right? All right. Nigeria Info, you're on the Sony side.
Hi, Lady J. Good afternoon.
Thank you for calling. Good afternoon. Tell us your name. Go ahead.
I'm Mr. Boo. So
I'm with you. Go ahead.
I'm with you too. Getting something by sexual gratification, if some people call that a win, well, I differ on that opinion.
Why?
Because, in my own opinion, you can't take a wrong turn to get to the right destination. Now, success for me is contentment that I did my best to get my beat, even if it's not what I can brag about.
Mm-hmm.
Now, success to the world has to do with what you can show off. If only Mama could see me now. This is what I am. You put it out there in the social media, you gather people around so that they can comment. But if you're saying in this context of what you're explaining or describing now, this story, this scenario, if that girl feels what she has gotten from, gratifying whoever it was.
Someone's desire.
It's success. I would not train my kids in that manner, and I wouldn't accept that to be in the open space. You see, we are wired differently. Some would want to do this because, there's this spirit of get rich quick or die trying, whatever gives. You understand? Whatever gives to climb the ladder of that success. I just want to be there. I don't mind, killing somebody to get to that point. I don't mind using my manhood or my body parts to get to that point. I don't mind dating somebody to get to that point. But the issue is, after that, what next? That's the issue. Because it only takes a dead conscience to be in that position.
Wait, after that, what next for who now? For you or for the person?
What next for the person?
On to the
what
next.
For the person?
On to the next, whatever that is.
On to the next. Is there ever a next? I, for one, if I'm going legit, all out intentional to get what I want, I know I'm trying to conquer positively, and I keep striving.
Yeah.
But you feel you've gotten the whole world, and then you still keep renewing, and you have peace of mind. Have you achieved that which can you lay in your bed and say, okay, this is content? I want to tell you categorically speaking this afternoon that right there in the deepest of their hearts, there's this lacking, there's this lacuna they feel, there's this emptiness they feel for this vanity they've gotten from negativity.
Final question.
Okay? And it's only in wrapping this up, it's only when you when you take the right direction and you navigate that space in the proper manner. You have this laid back attitude that, okay, I did my bit and I am okay where I am. If you don't, people like that don't even have contentment. They want to continue to strive and strive and strive, not mattering whose ox is God. I don't want to live my life that way, looking over my shoulders. No.
Okay.
So success for me is contentment with intentionality that I have done my bit and I have achieved my best.
All right.
Not looking
Let me ask you, final
shoulder.
question. Should men criticize women who make money off of their body?
So it's going to be a two-way thing. One, if you criticize the woman who does that, who are the men sleeping with her? Who are the men in this group with her?
All right.
Okay? So when you're criticizing the woman, what happens to the man in question? It works pari passu. And for those who are also condoning that it is the way to go, I pity your generation yet unborn.
Yeah, that sounds terrifying. Okay, good. But thank you, sure. Thank you very much for your message. I do appreciate it. Let me read this message. I'm not going to lie. As me today, my definition of success is me having money and power to do whatever I want without limitation. All right. That's only when I can look up to myself and say, I'm successful. This is CJ from Bariga. You want money, you want power to do whatever you want without hindrances, without limitations. All right. So what is our modern definition of success, given the way we go about having things or winning things? Success is the ability to start something or aim for, and this could be anything, and achieve it at the end of the day. Yeah, but that is, I think you're giving me like a dictionary definition of success. The way people are making it today, can you honestly say that they are not successful, particularly when they cut corners? So you see some people, you know that they cut corners, but who are you to judge? I think that's a good place to begin. You don't judge so that you're not judged, but they've made it. And by social definition, is that making it? Yeah, we're talking. How are you, Nigeria Info? Sorry, I lost you if you're... Hello, I think I lost you. A minute before commercial break. So what's our social definition of success? And should men judge women who play the game? Supply and demand. And she plays the game and they think, well, she gets something from the game. Should she be criticized for getting something from the game? Welcome. How are you? Good to have you. If you can hear me, that is.
Good afternoon.
All right.
Can I hear you? Good
Yeah, tell me your name. Go ahead.
I'm Francis from Ikotu.
Welcome, Francis. I'm actually off on a break in about, 15 seconds. So I'm going to ask you to hold the line, okay? Or you can call me back. You can choose, all right? We're going to quickly go off on a break. 10 seconds. We'll be right back. Okay, Lagos, don't go anywhere. We're defining success by modern terms.
More talk, news, and sports after this. Every day is about winning with one play on Nigeria Info. On Nigeria Info, daily winnings is now over 150,000 naira. Just go to oneplay.ng or dial *347*880*3#. Play with as little as 500 naira, and in a few seconds, your ticket is in the draw. The more you play, the better your chances of winning every day on the Morning Crossfire, WhatsApp Lagos, and Game On shows on weekdays, and the Football Frenzy shows on weekends. But that's not all. Every Friday, there will be a 500,000 naira jackpot. Playing during the week automatically qualifies you for the weekly jackpot. Your chances of winning are the same, whether you play on oneplay.ng or dial *347*880*3#. Remember to play responsibly. Not suitable for persons under the age of 18. OnePlay is a registered trademark under Lasho Trading Services Limited, licensed by the Lagos State Lotteries and Gaming Commission.
99.3 Nigeria Info, your number one station for talk. Let's talk. You are listening to Open Thought on the Sunny Side with Joyce. Let's talk.
It's Open Thoughts on Nigeria Info. Good afternoon. I'm sorry. Have I lost you too? Hello, the Sunny Side. Good afternoon to you.
Yeah, good afternoon, man. This is Francis calling back.
All right, why are you whispering now? Yeah, good. Let's try.
My definition of success is for me to see again, because I'm mad.
Oh.
Last year, I got blind last year, November. Wow.
Sorry about that. Yeah, but yeah. Well, thank you. Well, we can hope for that and pray for that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for
calling.
What?
I decided to call. I need help. I beg assistance.
What help do you want?
I just need to get some eye drops because my story is too long.
I like that. Your story is too long. Okay.
Too long,
so maybe someone will help you. Just maybe.
I have arthritis, and I did operation. I had operation on my right eye last year, November. I spent up to 1.6 million at Eye Credible Clinic, First Stack. 200 Route, First Avenue, House 7, Eye Credible Clinic. I had glaucoma operation. I spent $1 million plus, $1,600,000. So, and I need to do the left eye so that I should come and do it on time. But it's now late. It's very, very bad. So, I've been using eye drops. The story is long. Even I'm almost having a stroke. I'm done. Please, I need help.
You have arthritis, you have bad vision, you almost have stroke. Like, that's a lot.
Yeah, I was using glaucoma. I was using Diamos.
Right.
Diamos and Sloke to control the eye pressure. You know, glaucoma is hypertension of the eyes. So I was using Diamos to control the eye pressure on the left eye. It nearly gave me stroke. Wow. I'm having I'm having a partial stroke on my right hand. I'm having arthritis.
All right.
I can't see. Can't go out again.
So hopefully someone. Yeah. Okay. So it's fine. I get it. It's a lot for me. So hopefully people are willing to help you, and thank you so much for calling me. All right. Thank you so much for calling me. Well, so Lagos, there's someone who needs help. If you can, that would be good. We're back to the conversation. Hello, how are you?
Hello, Joyce. Good afternoon.
Afternoon to you. Thank you very much for being here.
You are doing a great job. God bless you.
Thank you.
I'm Ben.
What's your name?
Ben calling from Ava.
I'm sure I got that the first time.
Ben. Eh?
Go ahead.
Okay, Ben from Ava. Joyce, success is so deep. This was.
Tell me what you know. How deep can you go? Tell me what you know.
Yes, it is a one discovering his purpose on earth, living a fulfilled life, and affecting people's life, transferring it. That's thing God sent you into this world to do.
But that's not how society, or is that how society defines success?
Yes, by doing just like you, what you are doing now, you are fulfilling your purpose.
I'm not a social
standard. Do you know how many people you inspire?
Yeah, that's my belief.
Positively. Do you know that kidnappers make millions in the forest? Do you know that Evans, the kidnapper, is a billionaire?
Yeah.
It is not contentment. It is not material things. It comes from inside your heart. You have joy in your heart. You have peace in your heart. And you are not judging. You are not judging.
That's
not judging anything.
Okay. That's not a secular definition. Because if Evans was not in prison, you would call him brother. Because I've seen what you all do with people who are better than you. You practically lay... You're in a supine position.
You are troubled in your heart. In as much as you are troubled in your heart, your conscience is telling you that you are not getting it right.
All right, got it.
You are not... So you are not getting it right. You know that you are a terror to the society. But people celebrate it. If you chieftaincy title, like Toji Bello, they ban him in Zamfara. And he knows that he's a terror, he's an agent of devil. But physically, he has material things, have government inside, he has everything.
All right.
So you're not successful. So if you are successful, then people will come to you and they are blessed. And you are rejoicing.
Coming to you can be a yardstick. Okay, you know what? Thank you. I'm going to assume this should hold.
Listen, we have seen medical doctors that commit suicide. We have seen billionaires that commit suicide. They are not successful.
Really?
How? This man that told you now that when he received his sight.
Wait. So if a person commits suicide, they're not successful. Do you suppose that? Why would you say that?
Joyce, do you know that I'm talking to you? I don't see. I have sight problem. But I am touching lives. And people for counseling. I am touching lives. I create content and I post it all over the world. I forget about my problem. I am.
Is that success by your definition? Just because you have you're a podcaster or?
That is success. I'm telling you.
Oh, okay.
What I cannot even achieve. When I don't have a side program, I'm achieving it now. From America, from Canada, all over the world, people react to my postings and people send message to me and I reply them.
Okay.
It is success because that is what God sent me into this world. To affect lives positively.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
It is not material thing. God bless you.
All right. So I think we're back again at square one but I think he puts it, so I don't wrongfully misconstrue. I don't misconstrue what he said. He's saying touch lives, and his way is to have a program where he speaks and people get converted, I guess. He touches people through his words. And he defines that as success. Anybody back to differ? Well, welcome to Open Thought Tuesday. Well, in this world, you have contributed in some way or the other to what makes for a social definition of things. And maybe you haven't contributed to the social definitions. You have met them, but you haven't challenged them, and you just continue from what you met. And so we're going to try to define success. I mean, somebody won, quote unquote, over the weekend, a Lamborghini truck, and she pretty much put up a swag show just to remind you of what it looks like to cruise in a truck. What else did I see? That's about it. So maybe that's success, because a lot of people think she won, and I want to find out what you think winning is by your definition. The sunny side. Good afternoon to you.
Yeah, hello, Judge. Good afternoon.
Nigeria Info. What's your name?
Yeah, my name is Uche.
Good to have you.
Okay, my own definition of success mainly is accomplishment.
Of?
My main definition of success. everybody have their own definition of success. Some people.
Don't tell me what some people think. Tell me what you think.
I'm talking. I wanted to use a more broader way to explain it.
I've seen too much. I know already. Just tell me what you think.
Okay, mainly for mine personally, it's achieve as an accomplishment, because when you are not accomplished in life, you always feel empty.
What's accomplishment? What's your definition of being accomplished?
Everybody
Popularity, Instagram following, money, Lamborghini trip. What's yours?
My own personal accomplishment, okay, like for instance, the moment I was able to start my business properly, because I know how it took me to even start in the beginning, but the moment it stood up properly, I felt accomplished. I felt happy.
So you already feel accomplished, and you sound like you're probably 30, 35. How old are you?
I felt accomplished.
I heard that. So you're young. You sound like you're 35, and you say you're already accomplished. Well, you feel accomplished, something like that.
At that moment in time.
Oh, so you're back to trying to figure out what success is for you, because okay.
We all as humans, accomplishment can never be completely fulfilled.
Okay.
Because let's say, for instance, now you get married tomorrow. You have children.
I want another husband. Yeah.
You can also feel accomplished with that. You send it to school, then grow, become something good in life. You can also feel accomplished with that. But in a more broader way, whatever makes you happy makes you accomplished.
All right.
You understand?
Oh, wow.
So, but what I wanted to say about one of the callers that called before, that was what she said that actually triggered me a little bit. That was when you asked her, okay, for a lady to what's it called, to sell her body for money, she should be persecuted for that. And she was like, what about those people that are patronizing her? Then if that's the logic, should we now arrest the people that are taking drugs, or arrest the people that are selling the drugs?
I'm lost at this point. So are you saying we should persecute her for sleeping and getting a Lamborghini?
If we are not to prosecute the person, the person that is selling, that is actually doing the illegal something, and we are prosecuting the ones that are buying from them, are we actually stopping the source from coming in?
I'm lost. Wait. No. So are you saying we should persecute? So if a woman makes money with her body, we should judge her. We should criticize her.
If we put laws that will stop them from selling the body,
I'm confused. I'm just trying to understand you. Should we judge her? Should we lacerate her with judgment? Guy.
You're actually going away from one personal point.
Oh.
What I'm trying to say is this: if what she's doing is condemned, is not right.
Yeah.
It's wrong.
Yeah.
No, it's wrong.
Okay.
We all know it's wrong.
Okay.
Because it's not the right thing to
Go ahead. Then.
And if it's the wrong thing to do, and she's doing it, how do you stop it? So you won't go and blame the people that are patronizing her. You shouldn't that to be blamed.
Oh wait, you blame her, but you don't blame the people who she supplied.
If you can believe.
I'm confused. Don't bother trying to fill my head with words. I want to feel your logic. If we judge her, we should judge her, but not judge the people who she provides the service for. That's what you're saying.
You should not judge, but more of the sin comes from her.
More of the sin comes from her. Women get blamed for everything. All right. Okay. All right. I have it. You blame the woman, basically. All right. I got it. Thank you. I'm not mad today. All right. Great. I didn't think this would be. Well, I thought it would be crazy. Nigeria Info Open Thought Tuesday. Okay. This misogyny thing is really not good. Let's try. Hello, welcome to Nigeria Info. We're going to try. Hopefully it doesn't explode. How are you?
Good afternoon. Yeah, fine. It's calling from Adegule.
Nice. Good to have you.
For me, there's nobody has right to judge anybody. Only God can judge. So the women selling their body, left for them.
Is she successful, by the way? If she sells her body, she gets a Lamborghini.
Why? She's living large. Let God judge her. Nobody should judge her.
Yeah, but is she successful by your definition? Because some people think...
Yes, she's successful. Whatever is looking for. Everyone's looking for money, feeling fine, live okay, take good care of your family. What else are you waiting for?
All right.
She's successful, man.
All right.
Don't judge anybody.
That was straightforward. Thank you so much. It's Open Thought Tuesday. My name's Joyce. Hello, how are you?
Very good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you. That good afternoon. You didn't even. It rolled off your tongue like you're not so interested in a good day. All right.
My name is Ralph, calling from Satellite Town.
Welcome, Ralph. It's so good to have you in Nigeria.
If in terms of don't judge anybody, nobody should be in jail by now. We can just live our life, keep people, rest and stay, and then live our life. So far our heart pleases it.
All right.
I can't call that success.
For real?
I can't use, I don't know. Maybe using what I have, knowing that thing is bad.
Are you saying this because you can't afford a Lamborghini? Because I want to assume that many men who criticize the woman pretty much can't afford a Lamborghini.
It's not even afford what is part of.
All right.
I mean, I didn't ask her what's one of their companies or factories. What is the source of those incomes?
Look, she's a trophy wife. She just sits pretty. Someone pays the bill. How about that for life? Well, she sits pretty and someone takes care of the cost of that. Yeah.
Okay, I think the person is the husband, not a pass you go. Because it can't be one person, different people pay today, pay tomorrow. Very soon you get tired and everything goes like that.
Maybe are you a married guy? You know you may be some babe's number 3 right now. Oh, you're married. Oh, okay. Maybe you're okay. So you probably wonder what I'm talking about.
I may just have my own turn and go.
Oh, I was looking for you. Okay.
Now one person go suffer them.
Who's going to suffer it?
Now she go lose her now.
Now that's poor criticism, don't you think?
No, she's going to lose out.
No. I want you to be intelligent. That's poor. Because you can't say she's going to lose. If you're judging her, do you not think that the person who is also an accomplice should be judged?
Actually, what she's doing right now is giving her joy.
And money. And she's winning. And you said she has won. Didn't you say she had won?
Won in what aspect?
Oh, good Lord.
Everyone is winning now.
So you think she's going to lose and the other person is not going to lose?
Two of them will lose anyway, but I think she will lose.
She'll lose more. You guys can't help but push women to a grave.
She's bragging with it, making more people to go into it. She's bragging with it, making more people to go into it.
The men who are sleeping with 4 or 5 women, aren't they making more women go into it? Why are you blaming a woman for that?
Women charge money for it. Man is there to do for the.
A man is there to pay the money. Otherwise, he's not going to get it, right? Because if he were a pope, if he were restrained, if he had discipline, this would not even be a conversation, right? So you're not judging his lack of discipline. You're judging the other person who doesn't have. No, don't call my name now. Wait. Thank you for calling. It's all right. It's okay. And you know what you've done. Nice meeting you, and thank you so much for calling. Nigerian men, all of you and your half-truths. It's also because of your poor courage. You don't have the courage for the truth. So you select your morality. You're good men on Sundays. I mean, I think Nigeria is set to be, is it the second highest when it comes to paternity something? Yeah. Whose father's responsible for that? Isn't it you guys? It's all right. I have, David is here. I love his frustration. Sometimes I don't know if his frustration is induced by the economic disadvantage, if his frustration is induced by Nigeria is really just screwing him over. He can't help himself. But every time I come in, I just sense and taste his frustration. So I want to exploit that frustration this very moment and remind him again that his mate, someone who's probably just a few years older than him, bought a woman a Lamborghini. And so I want you to define.
You're not going to get a reaction from me.
Look, if I don't get it, I'm good. If I get it, I'm good.
Okay, since you're going to be good either ways, you're not going to get.
Okay, wait. Define success. What is the secular definition of success today? Because a lot of people thought the young lady won, and I wanted to get the pulse of the public. I want to feel what they feel.
Oh, well.
In your frustration, yeah, go ahead.
Jesus Christ. So we are a low quality society, right? I think everybody knows this. What really separates the highest of the high from the poorest of the poor? Nothing.
Where do you live?
No. Okay, so you want to make that distinction. Okay, let's do that then.
No. I was just being funny. No.
Let's do that still.
Okay.
You say island, mainland, right?
No.
And then
I was joking. No. Because there are rich people on the mainland, so that would be a wrong.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There are rich people.
But even so,
yeah.
I think we talked about this last week where you couldn't make a distinction. If you have been to a place where things actually work, you honestly couldn't make a distinction between where is a slum in Nigeria and where isn't.
Okay. So even psychologically, we have slums for brain, and you couldn't separate the wealthy from the peasant.
So because we have a poor relationship with value, and the value of things, it's okay for a man to spend upwards of 500 million because he.
I think you guys, but once you put it in naira, hold on. Once you put it in naira, it looks like a lot. That's the problem. So hold on, let's take it to dollars. It's about $2.
In dollars, it's a lot.
Wait. Yeah, not for boys.
Not every car goes for 240.
Not for boys who are making money.
No.
It's $250.
Get this. The Lambo truck is not the most expensive in the Lambo line of items.
Okay, good.
Right, but there is no part of the world in which it is not expensive. $240,000, $300,000 is not something you just spend willy-nilly on anything. So to answer your question, I say, what is success in this society? It's a low-quality society. Okay. So typically, having money just for the sake of it is all there is to success for most people. Having money at all times, when you need it, when you don't need it, because mind you, remember, in this society, people can almost tell the difference between 100 million and a billion. I mean, numbers are numbers to people.
Exactly,
You know,
but you can't blame
if the car is expensive, it's billionaire. And they say it with a very emphatic billionaire, you know. This dude is probably having $1 million in his account. What is billionaire about that person? So we have a weird sense of what value is. There's a guy online who has made it his dying cause to call out people who, you know, realtors who are selling properties for higher than they should be.
Who listed it and they listed it in dollars.
And they list it in dollars. Shamelessly.
Ghana does the same thing.
Shamelessly. Even if it's Ghana, it's a terrible thing. And then you go and look at the property. You go and look at the said property made with cinder blocks, not even bricks, right? And they will tell you, the thing gives you ocean view. Perhaps it's in Banana. And you go and see the ocean view that is giving you. The lagoon stinks.
I think we have and we should really just bury our heads. We have an inflated sense of worth.
We have a warped sense of self.
It's so inflated. If we put a needle through it,
we actually have a warped sense of self. Value is something that is blowing the wind for us. Because tell me, if it's not that you are vain to the point that even the devil is shocked.
You're vain to the point of self-delusion.
Yes, that you think that somebody, an escort, doing her job for you is worth a Lambo truck. And this is ubiquitous behavior.
Why? The girls with properties on the island.
No, and they get it from this job. I'm not calling names. I'm not putting people in a box. But I'm trying to make you understand that part of the reason why we don't have good roads, our electricity is rubbish,
is because
it's because somebody has a Lambo truck somewhere. And do not for 1 second think that there's no link.
Well,
politicians in this country take money
and give their mistresses
and give to their mistresses. We saw Snapchat pictures of money that looks like it was foreign aid, still with the Federal Reserve Bank band on it.
With a girl.
Somebody was flaunting it online. This is the money that they have put on our head, that we are going to pay for generations, right? What's our debt profile right now? What, 77 trillion? Last I checked.
The game is the game.
It's not a game, I looked at some children yesterday, just passing us here on Murio Kon. I'm like, these children don't have future, and they don't know.
All right, moralist delusion. Well, look, you have a point, and I love the fact that you're attempting to go to the root of a psychological problem and not necessarily just stay superficially on the fact that this is just someone has a luxury house, 500 million given to her by her lover.
Nigerians, we are not good people. I don't think we are introspective enough to tell ourselves that. Our sense of value, all it conveys is that the vainness is It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. I mean, tell you, oh, this property is worth $2 million because it was reclaimed land. Reclaimed from who?
Yeah.
Was it your land before? So all over, everything you look at in this place, you go to restaurants, the food is overpriced, the service is rubbish.
Unfortunately, I mean, you see that a lot in Nigeria, but you also see that in other parts of the world.
No, I'm talking about, because see, if you want to posture as luxury, at least do the basics to convey luxury.
Yeah, okay, that.
Why in a restaurant that is supposed to be expensive, why is there no space?
All right.
Why is it that you be talking to somebody that you brought to dinner and the person in the next table is there what you are saying? Just low quality all over. This just not. We are just not. We have a weird relationship with value, and it's disgusting.
I love your frustration, honey. Wait, don't. I thought you loved me.
I didn't. No,
you don't.
I didn't say that.
Okay, so Lagos. David, just hold your breath. Lagos, we're back to this whole thing about definition of success and how we elevate what we elevate and diminish what we diminish. And I'm leaving the rest of the details in your hands. It's Open Thought Tuesday. Welcome to the show. How are you?
Hey, Joyce.
Welcome. Are you a winner?
Always a winner.
Are you sure?
Always a winner. Born to be a winner.
Are you sure?
Okay, my name is Goodman.
Good, go ahead.
Okay, my own definition of success, which I think it's the Bible definition. So, success is achieving God's purpose, plan, and perfect will for your life. And the Bible calls it good success. So anything other than that is a bad success. There's a bad success.
Even if it's a Lamborghini truck, a luxury apartment in a highbrow area.
Luxury in quotes.
Well, luxury in quotes, of course, yeah. But if you have if you have two sugar daddies who give you a life you only dreamed of, that's bad success?
Yes, not in the wrong way, not in God's way. So I think at the end of the day, God's going to mark the script.
All right.
When God marks the script and you didn't do it His way, then that success becomes, everybody must appraise you. Oh, you're successful.
So you, as an individual, you do not define your definition of success by the secular definition of success?
No.
All right, got it.
At the end of the day, it's God that defines your success.
Thank you. All right. Open Thought Tuesday. My name's Joyce. You're Nigeria Info. How are you?
Hello, Joshua. This will be calling from.
Good to have you, OB. You sound like a winner. But are you?
Just let me talk of success directly with my personal experience.
All right.
As a student overseas, just like I told you, I went to Bulgaria.
Yeah.
My school fees was paid only for the language school. I was 18 years, my early 80s. But I paid the rest of the school fees. My contemporaries will be in the class. I will buy books, come and supply in Lagos. In a week, I come to Nigeria 2 times in a week. I missed classes. At the end of the day, I succeeded and collected my certificate.
Yeah.
While others that their parents paid for couldn't collect them because my father died when I was young. My mother was a widow. She paid only the language she couldn't continue. I did that myself. That's an achievement for me. Great. That is the highest success I've seen. Any other thing I'm doing today is nothing compared to what I went through as a young person.
Okay.
And for men, I laugh when I hear men talk of women. Women come to Keja Joyce. I tell you where old women will come and carry young women as harlots.
Bring it back. Old women. No, I don't.
Yes.
I don't. Wait.
Old women carry they dress and young boys hang. Your women will come and pick them. Do you think that is only women that is doing this?
Someone sent me a message saying that young boys are also into legal prostitution.
Yeah, they are.
Yes, that's what I'm telling you. They pay them good. So it's not only women who keep talking about women. No, I don't think it's so.
Hustle.
So this life is not. They should stop criticizing. Let me sing. There's one music I don't know how to sing it because women. There's a song that I was singing. Let somebody interpret for it. The women say they didn't know that this is money. They use their own to do nonsense. It's a music in Igbo land.
Oh, really?
Anybody that succeeds through it, let it be. God has created. Nobody should judge. Judgment is only for God. Thank you very much.
Lagos, Nigeria. The sunny side is Open Thought Tuesday. Hold up. Hello, how are you?
Hello?
Thank you for calling.
Hello,
Welcome.
good
What's your name?
afternoon, Joyce.
Afternoon to you. Tell me your name. Go ahead.
This is Jeff from my papa.
Fantastic. Are you successful?
Hello?
Go ahead. I'm with you. Go
Are
ahead.
you with me?
Mm-hmm.
Joyce, I want to say something
Hurry.
about this Burna Boy saga. I'll just make it clear to people. Hello?
Oh,
Are
hurry
you with me?
up. No, I'm not.
Hello?
Oh, good Lord. The sunny side is Open Thought Tuesday. How are you?
Mr. Joy, good afternoon.
You don't sound like a winner.
I love watching me here since God have mercy. I don't feel shout, honestly, Joy. For the past 1 hour, my ear don't full. Good afternoon. God bless
Afternoon.
you.
Welcome. What's your name?
Yeah, my name is Pastor Mika.
Uh-oh.
So
Okay.
My base is Orchard Road right now.
All right, hold on. Pardon me. I'm going to interrupt you in about a few seconds. So are you going to hold on or call me back?
Okay, well, hold on. Don't worry.
All right, so 10 more seconds. Lagos, we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. David, thank you for your rage. I appreciate that. We'll be right back.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We'll be right back.
For 3 great seasons, the fans have fought with passion and fire. Their best they brought. The banter was bold, the debates were tight. Each was a weapon, each match a fight. But now it's bigger, the stakes much higher. The battle returns, and it's full of fire. Fan Battle 4 with Femi and the gang on 99.3 Nigeria Info. The stage is bang. In partnership with Sports Salon, we raise the game with glory, honor, and a shot at fame. Think you've got what it takes to score? Then step right up. It's time for more. Register now and take your stand. Your time to shine is now at hand.
Registration is ongoing on www.nigeriainfo.fm.
And Battle 4. Let the battle begin.
Hey, this dollar wahala now wow. Everything just dey expensive. Na true, but make we look am well, my brother. See, your shoe na from Italy, your shirt na from Turkey, your phone na from China, your car na from Japan. In fact, everything wey dey your body so na import to the import am. Abeg, how that one take consign dollar? If price of dollar go come down, e get many things wey we suppose do. Like wetin? Number 1, we suppose dey export pass how we dey import. Number 2, we suppose dey buy more made in Nigeria products. Number 3, make we support local business. And number 4, if you wan send dollar and other foreign currency enter Nigeria, make we dey use international money transfer agents. What you dey talk dey make sense o. Oh, country people, make we join hand reduce the pressure on our naira, grow our export market, and increase forex inflow. Na our hand e dey o. This message na from Bankers Committee.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
So let me just quickly pick someone's brain. I don't know why she's in the studio a little early today. You should do this more often so I can leave here like 15 minutes earlier. Like, you should come into the studio a lot more earlier. So I want to ask you a final... Well, I shouldn't be asking you, but I could take the moment to piss you off.
Okay.
So your mate has a Lamborghini truck. Now, you're in Nigeria Info. You're speaking a lot of English. You come here looking all modest and all. Have you ever considered a shift in trade?
Shifting trade to what, Joyce?
I don't know. You can't let me act. Why should I say it?
I don't know. You tell me.
So what?
I mean, if I am going to shift trade, I'm probably going to be a lecturer, a professor.
Oh dear Lord!
I have
that.
That in
that's
the
not what I
works.
was driving at. Nope.
Okay.
That's another speaking English
I
professor.
mean, but even if I worked as a professor, I may not be.
No. Hold on.
to afford
Let's
a
backtrack a little
Lamborghini.
bit. No. That's not what I was driving. That's the problem with moralists. No, hold on. So that's a lady. She's probably about your age, and she has a Lamborghini truck. There's no care for the world except
Maybe her
to
father
look.
is rich.
Oh. Final caller. I can't begin this one.
Maybe she's a Nepo baby. Joyce.
What's your name?
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello, Joyce. Good afternoon.
How far? You don't sound successful. I can tell.
That sounds successful.
What's your name?
Yeah, this is Godwin from Water.
All right, real quick. You're my final caller.
Joyce, to my own definition of success, I say success is you achieving your purpose on earth. It's like you achieving, discovering your talent.
You all of a sudden, you pagans are really not showing your pagantry at this point. Wait, the secular definition of success. What is a secular definition? And do you judge? So are you saying you have two definitions, the one of the world and the one by which you judge yourself or you scale yourself?
Now, when I mean about you, achieving your purpose. We are God sent us into this earth.
Oh, I know that.
For us to contribute into this earth, to contribute something, to make an impact.
Hold on. Is it possible that you're supposed to have your Lamborghini and you don't have it, so you haven't achieved your purpose? I mean, let's go to the point.
No, if what you are doing,
yeah,
that's what I wanted to talk about. Discovering discovering your talent, like as you are.
Oh,
you are. I
don't have a Lamborghini, that's for sure.
As you are now, you have money to buy different cars and everything. Are you happy with it? Have you contributed to the success to others? Did you make? Are you happy? Did you?
Why are others a factor? Okay, hold on a second. Okay, you know what? My work's done, so we can do this next week. Okay, take a moment, think about it. Thank you so much for calling me, Lagos. Winners and losers. Sure. We'll continue next week. I'm trying to figure out this whole success thing, whether you're in or you're out of the game, with or without a Lamborghini. My name's Joyce. The sun sets here. My work's done. Stay out of trouble. Live life like you know the worth. Bye.
It's 3:00. 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's